in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host. Welcome, everybody, to another early morning Marvina, where we give our voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. Hello, everybody. Welcome, my BF. Ooh. I'm excited today. We got some good stuff coming up this morning. We're even
Yes.
going to get a chance to give away some gifts. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
One of the
Yes.
exciting part about it today, I'm about to give away some stuff. Who get excited about giving away stuff? Marvina.
Yvonne.
Hey, happy Black History Month for all of us. As you can see, I got
Yes.
my little Black History hat on, just trying to celebrate. I think I look like a Nubian queen. How about that?
Yes. There you go. There you go.
Amen. Well, today in my cup, oh, this is what we giving away too. I need to tell y'all. Oh, we
hmm
giving away these beautiful cups, also t-shirts. Oh my God. But it was in my cup this morning. It's some hazelnut coffee with some. My daughter came up with this delight creamy. It's called creamy, sweet creamy creamer because they ate up all my sugar and put it in the coffee. So I ain't had no sugar this morning. So I got about this much creamer and this much coffee. But it's good though. It's so good. And let me introduce, I ain't gotta introduce this young lady. Hey, BFF Eva.
good,
Hey, Bonnie
good
girl.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to What's in the Bag. We are celebrating Black History Month, and we are
Yes,
so excited about today. Oh my goodness, we're so
yes,
excited about today.
yes. Welcome,
Um,
y'all.
chocolate hazelnut. So it's my own concoction. So and it's the bomb. It's the bomb. Let me let
Hey,
you guys in on the secret. So Donut Shop blend coffee, and I put in a couple of teaspoons of sugar-free hazelnut. It's sugar-free coffee creamer. Gotta have it that way,
right.
and my sweetener. And I'm drinking it from my What's in the Bag mug, and it says
Yes,
co-host and BFF. Yes. And look at my little avatar. So when
you
you
know,
guys order, you can
yes.
take and
Look
add
at
your
that.
picture or your avatar
Look, ain't that
to it.
nice?
So just want to let you
Yeah.
guys know that.
Yeah, I
Um
am excited about these cups too. I enjoy taking mine out. I take mine out with me. I
yeah.
you talking like chapter 52. They're like, what? I'm like chapter 52.
That she really wanted a four in there,
I
you guys.
wanted
She
a
really wanted a
42,
four.
but man, I'm telling the truth and shaming the devil. I'm 52.
Well, you look amazing. You look
Thank you,
amazing
Ladybug.
for
I appreciate
52.
you too. Yeah,
52. Let me say this, 52 and five children. And what, five grandbabies now. One, no, four grandbabies, and four grandbabies. You look good, girl.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, girlfriend. You my BFF. You same here. 55. You are
That's right.
55. You got
Yes,
three
ma'am.
kids and four, two, four. How many grandkids is it? Five, seven. You
I
got
got
me beat.
seven of them, and look, and one of them's with the oldest one is with me, and I'm gonna show you how much I love my grandbaby.
Let
She
me see
had me running the
us.
streets.
Yeah.
She's in there knocked out, but
But
she had me running the streets to 10:30 looking for some candy, this particular candy that she wanted. That's
That's
how much
what
G
some
Ma
of us
love her
do.
babies.
That's what we do. That's exactly
Whew.
what we do. Hey, Ronnie. That's right. I am 42. Stop playing. You still a baby. Well, let's get on. I am excited about today because this is literally Black History Month. And
Yes,
a lot of us don't really, we just say, well, it's a month, but this is a month that we should be so grateful. It's a grateful month. Not for the fact that it's just because it's a month for the Black people, but the success story of this month and all the people that became part of Black history. You don't even have to die to be part of Black history. That's not
that's
what
right.
Black history is exactly what it is. If you accomplish something, and you need to even give you, if you're a mama or if you done built your business or if you're a pastor or whatever, and you are in history, be honest with you,
Yeah,
you can actually. This is my thing. I want to leave here. I want to leave this world with my footprint in this world. At least someone know that I existed. And
yes,
mainly, that's what Black history is. What did you accomplish while you were here on this earth?
yes, yes. You better
I
say
love
that.
that. I love that.
Yes,
So, I mean, and I'm not trying to take anything away from any other culture. We got this is our month where we can just say, Black history, power to us, and all that good stuff. I'm not taking away from anybody, but it is an accomplishment when you know that you have a culture of people that can be celebrated for their
yes. Say
accomplishments.
that.
That is
Yes,
so great. And I
yes.
don't know who out there, you might say, well, I feel Black, but I know I'm Black. I'm Black, and I keep saying I'm proud. I am proud to be a Black African American. I don't know anything about, the other cultures as far as, color wise, but I know my culture, and I am grateful today to get that we have the opportunity to celebrate even not just others but ourselves. We're Black and we are making history. We done went through COVID. We done been through so much. We done Some of us are growing into businesses, and we have accomplished a whole lot. So this is not just a history of people that you think that is um, we call important. Everyone's important, but because they accomplished something, this is a time to
Right.
celebrate self and who we are. And I don't know if I could get an amen out there, but
You can get an amen over
I'm
here. Amen.
myself here.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So
Yes.
since we felt that the Black history is so important to us, I know a lot of people wonder this, and I had this little short video of a TikTok young lady who kind of gave an idea of where Black history came from and why it became a the month of February. And a lot of people say, and I get it, because a lot of people say, well, it is the shortest month of the year. And I always wonder, why do they always put Abraham Lincoln on a brown penny? And it is the 1 cent of it. But they say he helped out with trying to free the slaves. So there's a lot of ifs and wonders, and people not understanding. So we thought that this would be a great platform to kind of give an awareness of what's going on out here, of even people from the past, people from in the present. But we want to know if you know some of the things, some of the history that Black history has. And I had a question. This was a question I wanted to ask. This is a great question, and this question came to me watching. It said, is it important to have Black History Month, or should it be considered part of American history? You ever thought about that?
Ooh. Can
So
I chime in on
well,
this
we're
one?
gonna chime on that one, but let
Okay.
me see. I want to play this little
Yeah.
video on why I mean how Black history, and then we're gonna talk about that. That's
Okay.
gonna be talked about, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to chime in.
Have you ever wondered why Black History Month was in February? Have you ever thought to yourself America was just being petty and gave us the shortest month of the year? Well, here's the truth. Black History Month was originally Black History Week and was started by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Dr. Carter G. Woodson started Black History Week because black youth were not being taught their true history in elementary and secondary schools. Originally only celebrated during the second week of February, Dr. Woodson chose that month because Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington celebrated their birthdays during February, and at the time, the most important events concerning the black race occurred during that month. And with the support of President Gerald Ford, Black History Week officially became Black History Month in 1976. Black Lives Matter, y'all, all year.
Black Lives Matter,
Matter
y'all.
all
All
year,
year, all year,
every day.
every day. Okay, but just ask that. I know you want to. I know you're ready to chime in on that question.
Pop that, yeah, pop it back
Bring
up
that
there. Pop it
question
back
back
up
up.
there.
I really want to elaborate on this just a little bit. Is it
Yeah.
important to have Black History Month, or should it be considered part of American history? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the phone number, a phone number, and if you want to call in and basically answer this question, or if you want to type it, that's fine. But I would like to hear from y'all. Let you know,
Yeah.
just let me know what do you think. So go ahead on. You want to
And do us a favor. When you call in, please mute
right?
whatever device that you are listening to us on. If you're streaming on your phone or computer, please mute so there
Yes,
won't be an echo and we can clearly hear you
clear.
and understand.
Exactly, exactly.
Um Now you know I'm a huge history buff.
Yes, that's why
I'm a
we
huge
here.
history buff. I love history because I feel like um if we don't know our history, we are doomed to repeat our history. And it's important for us to know who we are. And the only way that we are going to, as a people, know who we are is by our ancestors. So it's important. It's very, very important to know. I think that it is important for us to have Black History Month because the Aryan race or the Caucasian race, they have history 12 months out of the year. And other races, they have a month, they have a month. No, they don't even have a month, they have a week. So I think that it's important for us to have Black History Month. I think that it should get to a point of being something that's celebrated constantly and consistently,
Yeah,
that allows us to open our hearts to who we are. It takes down, because some of us walk around with a stigma of embarrassment and shame
yeah,
sometimes as it relates to our history and our culture, and there's nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about. Every step that our forefathers went through in order for us to get here was necessary and predetermined. We always talk about how God already knew. He walked our steps before us. He already knew. He already knew. But what came out of that was all of this intelligence.
mm,
All this intelligence. With all this intelligence have came to the forefront had we not went through some of the challenges that we did. It's like that piece of coal that eventually can turn into a diamond. That's the way that I look at things,
love it.
and I do feel that it should be part of the American history. It be part of the American history, and I encourage you guys to get out to the polls and vote, 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 vote,
Yes,
vote,
yes, yes. And
because
the
they are trying to
reason
change
I'm
up
just
some
yes,
things.
yes, yes. So since we're gonna talk about that, we'll talk about a little bit about in me and my BFF is talking about the was it the mayor or who is he
The
in
governor,
governor?
Rob
Sorry.
DeSantis, I'll
Yes,
go ahead and
he
put the
wants
name out there.
he wants to run for president next year.
Ron DeSantis, I'm sorry.
Yes. So, but go ahead on Yvonne. Tell them
He
exactly. Go ahead.
So let me give y'all the tea. So he has put a ban on African American studies in the classroom from the elementary circuit all the way up through college. And what I mean by ban is you can't go beyond a certain year. So I think it was that he doesn't want you to go past 19, I can't remember if it's 1970 or 1980. And he has put together, along with some other political figures, they have put together a curriculum for Florida that they were actually able to get passed. Now, here's the thing that concerns me with that. It's like that little spark that turns into a rolling blaze. You know, somebody, I'll use this as an example. California, somebody tosses out a cigarette, it starts that little spark, and then it turns into this wildfire that's spreading across all over the country. If we say nothing and do nothing, eventually this is going to spread like wildfire and take over other states. It is important for us to stay abreast of what is going on in our nation, in our schools, because these are our generations to come. This is how our generations are being raised up. They have a right. Our children have a right. Our grandchildren, great grandchildren, they all have a right to know the history of slavery.
Right.
They have a right to know the truth about how things, about how things took, how things took place, how American history unfolded.
Right.
Have a right to know. So,
And
get
you
ready.
ever think about why would someone want to take away history like that, especially the history of our people? He's not even a black man. So, what makes you feel just because you're not going to teach it in the schools, or why you don't feel that it should be taught in the schools? Maybe there's something you're hiding. What is it that you feel that the issue is that you don't want black people to talk about what happened to them? You got Jews talking about the Holocaust. You got other all of these, but we don't want to talk about how we treated the black people, how they got here, how we treated them. So we're gonna try to pretend like this no longer this isn't even.
Exactly, exactly. And then history is being rewritten as more ancient discoveries as are being found. Like it's unequivocal proof that over 90% of the pharaohs in Egypt were black. Nefertiti was a black woman.
We already know that.
Not- so and as these things come to light, some of some of the ruins, the Mayan ruins and things of that nature, discovering more and more that black people were here. We were here. We were the first.
Always here. We were
And
always here.
and so history is having to be rewritten. And there are people, groups, organizations that's going out of their way to keep the truth of history from being written.
So
So
I'm trying to figure out. So if they were already here, they don't think we were already here. I mean, it don't make no sense. It really doesn't. Just like we got this mindset that because of our color that we're different. God is treating us differently, or this and that, or but the fact of the matter is, you were here. You think we just blew out of the wind and came and now all we made history too. We
that's
accomplished
right.
things. God put us on this earth. We are brilliant people. We are, and for me to understand that another race can just try to wipe us off because of what they've done. It's not even what we're doing, it's what they've done to us.
Hmm.
And
Superiority complex.
because I noticed here in Georgia, they got a lot of statues they knock down because they don't want to be. They want to. They want to eliminate the fact that they hung us on Stone Mountain, so now that's a place to walk up and enjoy life. They try to change it up so it can feel better for them. But how is it feeling better for anybody to wipe out history? Try
Right.
to anyway, because there's no way that they're going to. Now if you feel that it's okay, that they're doing this, so be it. I'm okay with that. But for me, I don't think I want a president who wants to wipe us You know,
No.
our whole history out of the school system.
Yeah.
They don't want us to teach our children that, of course, we're here where we're at now, and you see the good side of it, but our
Yeah.
ancestors had to go through this to get where
It
you're at right now.
it's like they're trying to start off with a clean slate. And don't get me wrong. Don't we by no means are we saying that we have not progressed from where we were, because we
Yeah,
have.
we
But
have.
what we're saying is that we need history. It is part of our culture. It is part of our heritage.
So,
It's
like
part
you
of
said in the beginning, if they don't show them history, it will repeat itself.
exactly in
So our
some way, shape,
kids
or
won't
form.
know exactly what happened to us and what the ancestors went through. So if it repeats itself and it comes back up, they wouldn't even know how to deal with it. They wouldn't realize
Exactly.
they have rights and laws. They just going by it. So it's really a touchy situation. Very
Yeah.
touchy. Very, very, very
I'll
touchy.
be honest, I was livid. I'm telling you something. If you guys were behind the scenes sometimes with some of the conversations that Marvin and I have, and I love our conversations.
Yeah, because they
I
make
love, yeah,
it gives us our truth. I mean, it may not be for everybody, but the conversations she and I have, it helps us to understand our truth and what we
that's right.
feel. These are conversations they're healthy conversations, because not only are we oblivious, we're not trying to be oblivious to everything that's going around us. I mean, because most of the time you can just live and don't even realize what's going
Yeah,
on around you. And
yeah,
then all of a sudden something happens and you like, oh my God, I
yeah,
never, I mean, I didn't even have a clue because
yeah.
you're not paying
And
attention.
I'm gonna use this as an example. Ron DeSantis. A lot of people say I didn't even know that was, and they live in Florida. They say I didn't even know that this was taking place. It is important when you go to vote to know what you're voting on, and I've been guilty of it. Marvina talked about being guilty of, you just go and you be like, check, 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 check. But they, on those ballots, they sometimes have some of the important discussions that's upcoming.
Yeah.
You may be, like I say, you may be riding around, you see that yellow or that orange sign that says community meeting, county meeting, all of these different things that's going on. It's important to know what's going on in your community,
I
because
don't like no
these
meeting.
these these choices and decisions get made behind your back.
But I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
something. It's real. I don't like to sit in nobody's meeting. I don't like doing all that stuff. But if you want to know what's going on, either keep your eyes on the news, keep your eyes out what's going on in your community. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to pay attention to your surroundings if you want to know. Because this right here took me off guard. I didn't know this until Yvonne came. Like you said, she's a history buff. I got to the point once upon a time. Me and my daughter was talking about this. It's like, who cares? But then I thought about it. What do you mean, who cares? If you don't care, history's about to repeat itself. Just not caring. And I'm just not there.
look, fashion is not the only thing that comes full circle. That's all I got to say. That's all I
I
got to
like
say.
that. That makes a lot of sense. It don't. It ain't. It ain't. We get
That's
ready to have
right.
some fun. We're gonna have some fun. We want
Yes.
to do let's look at this small Q&A right quick. Let me see if I can get this long. Woo! I think it should be a part of American history. 1 month is not enough.
That's
This should
right.
be taught in school or all year long. When I was in school, Martin Luther King was the only person really talked about.
Exactly.
There is so many black
Inventors.
inventors. I'm sorry, black advocates, and so much more. You don't learn. It made us feel like black was just important for 1 month. In reality, America would not be what it is without us. This is Rhonda.
All right, Rhonda, you better
Right,
say that,
Rhonda? It's the
sissy.
truth.
Yes, ma'am.
True.
Yes, ma'am.
Peanuts and then light bulbs. I mean, not light bulbs. The signal lights. There's a lot of stuff that a black man
Yeah.
has accumulated, has invented here that, of course, we don't get credited for.
Right. And not to knock Dr. King, but most of the kids, when I was talking to one of my grandsons, he was like, yeah, I was learning about Dr. King and da 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 da, and the school that he's in is predominantly, and I do say this, predominantly white. And the only person that they talked about during Black History Month was Dr. King. There again, I was livid. Held a conversation with the parents, like get involved in the school because there's more to life. And nothing against Dr. King, he was amazing, but there are so many additional people to add to that list of Black
Yeah.
history. Our culture is what?
Many, many, many. Just in their own neighborhoods, there's many.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
another place. I remember when the year the series of Roots was on TV. I couldn't
Mm,
remember what grade I was in. However, we learned our history of slavery. I will admit we were very angry about what we learned, and the students expressed it in class.
yes,
Yes, and let me say something. I remember as a kid
I was in
when they
third grade.
started playing it. See, I'm from New Jersey, and we're from the North, so I really didn't understand the concept of slavery until February. When February came, I was always scared.
Wow.
I was always scared. Yeah, because my mom and then we watching black people being, I was
Okay,
scared.
I
That
understand that.
stuff on
Yeah.
TV, and because I really didn't have a concept of it, I was scared. A lot of stuff I
Yeah, I
was
can
scared of.
understand that.
I was
Wow.
even
Yeah.
scared of the Planet of the Apes. Remember that? But I
Yeah.
definitely was scared of, because
That
it
yeah.
was the
That
way
was one that
people,
got me too.
yeah,
Yeah.
being treated. It was way others. So to see that, it scared me. I was scared, and then realizing that a man
Hmm.
had to die, and they were doing all this. We couldn't drink out of this. I wasn't used to
Yeah.
that. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I'm from the North. By the time I was born in '71, things was changing over. I didn't
Yeah.
understand the concept of Black
Yeah.
history.
I say all the time, art imitating life. You see these things, like the movie Antebellum, and then there's another movie called Alice about people who were still enslaved, working on a plantation, living like they're in the 1800s, and these people brainwashed them to think. Well, I put it like this: it wasn't that they were brainwashed.
That's all they knew.
That's all that they knew. They were isolated on these
Yes,
plantations, and people were still working them like they owned them,
that's
and
all they
had
knew.
everything set up during that time period in that era. So when somebody's born, they tell them that they're in the 1800s,
That's all they
things
knew.
that age, and not until someone escaped that they realized that they were free. That we're in the 60s. The
Yes,
people in Louisiana it was 1962 or 63 when they realized that slavery was over. We're in
I
a whole
love it.
different era.
This is
Um,
exactly what you
yeah,
do now. If you oppress people, they will not know their internal powers. Blacks were first kings and queens, and we are the only race that can reproduce any race of color. We are
yeah.
the originals, but they don't want us to know this.
You better
I
say that.
love
Fifth
that.
User,
You
who
better
are
put
you?
your name behind that because I want
Put
to
your name up. Put your name. What's Shawty?
yes,
What your name
because it's
is?
true.
Yes.
We are
You
the
better
only
say
ones.
that.
No, we can bring any color out. Light skin, dark skin, white, red, yellow, green.
Yes. You better say that.
I love
Ooh.
it. It's the truth. But I like
Yes.
what you said about oppressing. Because like
Mm-hmm.
what you just said, you said it. These people didn't even know that
Didn't even
slavery was
know.
over. They were still, even the owners. Let me say this: just because they knew doesn't mean that their mindset was freedom. All they knew was crop, keep my house done, keep whatever do, and these people are doing the job, and we're going to keep them on here. We'll feed them, clothe them, and do. And I believe that that's happening to this day. Probably deep
Oh
down in
yeah.
Virginia, in Alabama,
And you know what? Not just because one place was in New York.
New York.
So it's
Wow,
in remote areas. And I
wow.
say this all the time. There's so many spaces of land and I'm not going to say uncharted, but underdeveloped or old places that people don't even think about anymore. They don't. This happened in Louisiana, New York, and then there's another place that this happened in. I have to go
Wow.
back and see the movie Alice. I think that was in Mississippi. I'm not sure, but it just goes to show you to the lengths that people will go to oppress someone. And the first way to oppress someone is through the mind.
Do you think the owners are impressed? I mean, that could be too. I mean, when you're not used to, the
No, because I feel like this. I'm not gonna say that they're not used to. They know what time they living in. They know what time they living in. One of them had a cell phone and everything. They knew what they were doing. It was just a way for them to keep alive a tradition that they became accustomed to and that they loved and
right,
that they still love. And knowing that they
right,
cannot walk out here on the everyday streets today
and do that.
and do that. No,
Good.
they're well aware. Yeah, they're well aware. So I tell people, when you see these different movies, you read these different books, art imitating life. Do your research. All of these ideas and things come from somewhere.
Yes, yes.
I was shocked. I was shocked.
You want to read this one for us? Read it.
When you put it up on the screen.
It ain't up there. You can't see it. I
No, I
can.
cannot.
You can't see it. Okay, I mean, granted that can legislate what happens in governmental support spaces, but they can never legislate teaching in your own home or private institution. Maybe it's time to go back to the ancestor role of, was it gripe? What does that mean?
I
You know
can't I
what that
can't even
means?
see it. I can't
Let me
even.
tell you what they're telling you right now. Now I understand what they mean. Maybe we need to start going back home teaching. Maybe we need to start getting our own institutes and stuff.
Now I do
That's
believe
what
that.
they
I do
mean.
believe that
And I like
because even though we went to school, my mom, I
yes,
can, love me some Barbara Gale because during
yes,
the in the evenings and
yes,
during the spring and the summer, my mom set up school. We went over different things and we learned our
right.
history and our culture. And I think that's why we were so inquisitive. I got in trouble a lot of times because I asked some of the questions, some of the comments that I made in school. I went through it with my daughter. They tried to teach her the colors, talking about her black and white with some crayons, and she refused to take and say that she was black. She said that is the color of my shoe. And the teacher got mad in kindergarten. They wanted to suspend her. And I was like, "How dare you?"
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, "How dare you?" She was suspended twice in kindergarten and once in first grade
Wow.
because she spoke her mind. And
I
Lord
see
forgive me, I almost said something, and I spoke it with her. I refused to make my child. I went before the school board and everything, so they removed all those different things from her record like that. No, ma'am, you will not hold her down.
that. Exactly.
And she lives by the principle that she is mahogany Hebrew.
Mahogany Hebrew.
Yes.
I like
So
mahogany.
yes. So we're not.
I'm mahogany Hebrew too then. My whole mahogany Hebrew.
But I can't see for whatever reason the message thing on the bottom is
It's
black on
not
my
coming
side
out.
again. Now it
Now
is.
you can. I took that other one off.
Okay.
I mean, see, it's the same issue with voting. The younger children, 17 and over, are the majority who are not registered because they are not exposed to those who died to
Yes.
vote for us.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna tell you something. If
So,
you're having excuse me, people. I stutter sometimes, so let me just go ahead and let y'all know that. If you're having a hard time getting your young people to understand what it means to have the right to vote, I encourage everybody
take them to the museum. Okay.
take go to
Go somewhere.
the National Museum
Yeah,
of African American History in Washington D.C.
yeah.
It is 3 stories, and when I tell you, you cannot do it in a day. It's going to take you at least 2 to 3 days to do it, to go through that entire museum. And when I tell you, when you come out of there, you will be forever changed. Your mind will be open. You will have a renewed purpose, a renewed desire to do more and be better in your own within your culture. Because you will truly, when I say they outdid themselves with this museum, it takes your breath away. It brings you to tears. It humbles you, and it gives you like I said, a deeper meaning of what your mama and your daddy, your grandmama, your granddaddy, great grandparents, your great what everybody went through in order to get to this point.
I like
When I
this.
tell you it is,
Miss Grayson, she put a black man helped Jesus carry the cross, Simon, from the, yeah.
Yes.
I believe there was a lot of black men in there. I just
Yes.
can't believe that, because of even the Bible stated the way Jesus was, how he looked. So another black man helped another black man. Is that what we saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just,
Man, oh man.
I'm
No,
just,
but yeah.
I'm saying because there's no way that we can kind of say if the Bible, which we said we go by the Bible, and they told us what color the skin, his hair, all the things that was talked about Jesus. So I don't understand, so they wanted to give us our little part and tell us that he came
And
and
you know, and they went in there and changed that. They went in there and removed that from
helped.
the Bible.
See, the
Come
thing is,
on, people.
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So what they want everybody to know that there was a black man that came in and helped. I mean, that's what we look. That's what they know us for is helping in slavery. I guess that's where
Helping.
they got it from.
But they
Remove
removed the
that.
description of
Yeah,
Jesus in there. I'm
yeah.
like,
I
come
was
on.
blaming. They talked about that, and my mom and them knows about that, and
Yeah.
so of course the Bible been altered so many different times. So we half of the times don't
Yes.
even know what's been taken out and what's
Hey,
been.
people, go and read the lost
We
books
need
of the
to, we need
Bible.
to read. We got to learn how to read. We're gonna have
The
to
lost
start
books of
getting
the
into it.
Bible. That's a whole nother conversation. The lost books of the Bible. That was real.
Yeah.
Dr. King shed light on those plantations.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Yes, yes. Oh,
Yes.
Ty, that was you when you put that on there. That's my girl.
All right then. All right then, Nisi Poo.
All right, we got this other one. Let me see. This is another one. Go ahead.
As parents, we must teach our children at home. Because the school is not teaching our children Black history, we are responsible for teaching our children. We
Yes,
cannot expect anyone to expose our children to their history, especially since the schools banned Black history. I
yes,
agree.
yes. I
I
agree.
agree.
I agree, 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 agree.
We say it all the time. It always starts in the home.
Yes, always,
Always.
always.
Hmm.
Well, I'm ready to start to have some fun. So I'm ready to have some fun, y'all. So what we get ready to do is we get ready to have our trivia, Black History trivia.
Yes.
I'm excited about this one because I get to give away some stuff. I get to order
Yes.
something and give it away. All right, so
And look, and I'm excited because I get to ask the questions and
yes,
give you the behind
so
the scenes history on it.
yes, when she get the answers, ask the questions. Let me say this. Because you're live, we definitely know that you if you answer the question correctly, we're gonna take notes, we're gonna take your points. If you don't know the answer, guess. If you still can't guess and you find that there's a answer and you don't know the name, use the initials. We're gonna give you a lot of ways to be able to win, win a prize or whatever. I don't want it to be. And if you do not, you cannot type fast enough. Again, I'll put up the number so you can call in and you might want to say the answer. You got to tell us your name and who you are and the answer. So let's go ahead on and let's get on with this with our first
Yeah.
question. You
It's,
ready? Let's
yes. And
get
so the way that I'm going to do it, I will ask a question, and then I will give you guys some hints along the way.
Hey,
Okay.
y'all ready?
So
All right, so we going in order, right?
yeah, we're going in
Okay,
order.
we're
Okay.
going in order. Okay, go
So
ahead.
number one, who was the first African American woman to become a doctor? So I'll say that again. Who was the first African American woman to become a doctor? I'll put it like this. She worked 8 years as a nurse. She began medical school in 1860. And she became the first black female doctor. I can't give out any more. If I give out any more, it's
Like
going to tell you who it is.
well, you're gonna have to get closer. Unless we don't want to make it too hard for them. I mean,
Okay, so she became the first black doctor in 1864. First black female doctor. So once again, she worked 8 years as a nurse. She began medical school, and I'll tell you the name of the school, New England Female Medical College in 1860.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
This school was the first in the United States, and this is something else too, people, while you guys are getting your answers together. This school was the first in the United States to train female doctors.
Yeah! Rhonda said it. Yay! Yes, it is Rebecca Lee Crumpler.
There you go. Yeah.
Where's Rhonda? Yay!
Okay. So we got that. All right then. So
Yep.
we off to the races. So number
Okay.
2. Who was the first African American woman to graduate from college? I'll repeat that. Who was the first African American woman to graduate from college?
Come on.
She completed a ladies' literary program and graduated from Oberlin College in 1850. Her commencement speech was an appeal for anti-slavery. I'll say it again.
Come on, y'all.
She was the first black woman to graduate from college. She completed a ladies' literary program and graduated from Oberlin College in 1850. Her commencement speech was an appeal for anti-slavery.
Come on, y'all. Y'all know? Did I
All
get
right, the
everybody?
clock.
Did
The
I
clock
get
is
through?
ticking.
Nope. Nope, not Mary Jane.
No,
Dr. Lee
that
Rumpler.
was
Who's Rumpler? Dr. Lee Rumpler? Nope.
no, no,
I
no.
had skin as a dark. Who said she got skin? Mommy, answer the question.
All right, so we'll
Come
give it
on.
a couple. We'll give it a
Come
couple
on,
of
give me a
more.
couple more minutes. I'm great telling y'all who it is. I like telling y'all who it is. Come on, y'all. You got anybody yet?
Okay.
Anybody know?
So,
Give one more question. Give one more. You got one more.
okay, so let me see here. She was an educator and abolitionist.
Yes. Ooh, you made me sick. Is
Who
that
got
right?
who got it? I don't see it. You didn't put
Is
it
that
up.
Lucy Ann Stanton?
Yep, Lucy Stanton.
Yay! Hey, little girl, you better stay off Google.
Who got that one? Rhonda.
I'm so. Let me get them something here.
Okay. Now here's a really good one. Here's a
Okay,
really
coming
good
up.
one. We get right on. Which president won 2 Grammy Awards? See, I can tell by your expression you didn't know that one either, did you? Which president won 2 Grammy Awards?
Grammy Awards. Which president? Stop playing, y'all. Stop playing. I'm sorry, I didn't take that.
He
one.
was first honored in 2005 for
Come
the
on, y'all.
radio version of his
Who is
memoir
that?
and received his second Grammy in the same category in 2007 for his political work.
Yay! Congratulations. I love you, girl. Yay!
So who answered that one?
Rhonda.
Rhonda. All right, then Rhonda on the roll. So let me just let you guys know. Former President Barack Obama has won 2 Grammy Awards. A lot of people does not know this. He won 2 Grammy Awards and he was nominated for a third. He was first honored in 2005 for the audio version of his memoir, Dreams from My Father, and received his second Grammy in the same category in 2007 for his political work, The Audacity of Hope. In 2022, he was nominated for a third Grammy for his book, A Promised Land.
Amen.
Yes.
Brock was off the
All right,
chain.
then,
I
President
didn't even know
Barack.
how Brock was off the chain. Who keep putting
Yeah.
Mary J. Patterson? Sharif answered that one. Where you said Sharif answered that one. I don't. Okay, I see Obama, Rhonda. You said which one did Sharif answer? I'm sorry. I can go back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're gonna go back and verify everything
But I
and
need
make
y'all to
sure
put
you
y'all
guys are putting
names
yeah.
behind it because I can't see. Okay, so Facebook. Oh, I need to know who y'all are because it's just saying Facebook user. But the good part about it is when I go back and look, I can see your names.
And we can see the
Yes,
timestamp.
thank you.
So we'll
Yes.
know.
Yep, it was Obama. That's true. It's
Yes.
Obama. Okay, what's the next one?
Okay. What does the color green mean in Black History Month?
Tell me all.
What does the color green mean in Black History Month? The four colors that are used for Black History Month are black, red, yellow, and green. Black represents resilience. Red denotes blood. Yellow is optimism and justice. What does green symbolize?
Come on, yo.
I'll say it again. The four colors that are used for Black History Month are black, red, yellow, and green.
I can't.
Black represents resilience.
Go ahead.
Red denotes blood. Yellow is optimism and justice. What does green symbolize?
What do green symbolize? Oh, sorry, I put that up there. I ain't supposed to go up there. I'm operating. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what green? The earth? No.
No, it's not the earth. I can't see any of the ones that are coming up. It's not the earth.
Come on. African rich greenery. Go ahead, Wani.
Yes, Rhonda. All right then, Rhonda, you on a roll.
Go ahead.
Okay, here's another good one. Who founded the first Black newspaper?
Ooh, good one.
Who founded the first Black newspaper? It was a 4-page column. I'm sorry, it was a 4-page, 4-column, standard-sized weekly. First Black-owned and operated newspaper in the United States. And was established the same year that slavery was abolished in New York State.
Wow.
And I know I'm being a little choppy because if I give out certain stuff, it's going to tell you.
Go ahead, give it to them. Don't do that to them.
Yes.
Oh.
Who founded the first Black newspaper? It was a 4-page, 4-column, standard-sized weekly newspaper that was first Black-owned and operated newspaper in the United States, and was established the same year that slavery was abolished in New York State.
Yes, that's one of them, but that's good. Yes, that's good. That's good. Yes. Let me get that. Yes, ma'am. Okay, go ahead and tell the whole answer, Vaughn.
Huh?
The whole answer, isn't it?
It's not Daniel.
It wasn't Daniel. Yeah.
Where you see Daniel at?
Oh, I got the wrong one. Oh, I thought that was it.
The last name is correct.
The last name is correct. That's right. The last name is correct. It is Samuel. That's right. It's not Daniel.
No, okay. Well, okay, so she gave out part of it. Samuel Cornish.
Yeah, we're gonna keep
because he said Daniel Cornish.
There you go.
There you go. Samuel Cornish and John B.
Russell. We're gonna let you have.
So let me founded on March the 16th, 1827 by Samuel Cornish and John Russell as a 4-page, 4-column standard-sized weekly Freedom's Journal. Was the first Black-owned and operated newspaper in the United States.
Amen. Wow. You see how Black people doing some stuff? All right, go ahead. You want another one?
Okay. Who said God doesn't segregate
You see.
Who said God doesn't segregate, but humans do? Let me repeat that. Who said God doesn't segregate, but humans do?
Y'all know who said that?
This person is considered the founder of the African Methodist Episcopal AME Church in America.
Mm.
That church, now with a membership of more than 2.5 million people
Mm.
and 6,000 churches, was the country's first independent black denomination. Who started
Mm.
that? Maybe you should ask yourself, who started that first black denomination of the AME Church?
Mm-hmm.
And his famous words is, God doesn't segregate, but humans do.
Mm.
He is
Anybody got it?
considered the founder of the African Methodist Episcopal AME Church in America.
No, mommy. Not Billy Graham. I sound
That
good.
church now, with a membership of more than 2.5 million people and 6,000 churches, was the country's first independent black denomination.
Nope. Can they see you? I am answering what it. I can see why you writing this. So right here, but I don't see where your answers are coming in. I see when you say can they see you? I am answering questions. I see you writing that. But I don't see where the answers is coming in, which is weird. All right, so we're gonna go ahead on and give him this answer. Who is this?
Okay.
Who is it?
Richard Allen.
Richard
Rich,
Allen.
Richard Allen is
Yeah,
considered the founder of the African Methodist Episcopal AME Church.
Richard
Okay.
Allen.
So
All
we're going to
right.
go to the
Okay.
next.
No, we're going. Oh, because we're gonna go ahead on and it's 5:35:50. We got another
Okay.
6 more minutes in this game. We're gonna go ahead on and have one more. And after this one
Okay.
more, we're going to be done with the game, and we're gonna tally up who won. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to skip one. I'm going to jump down to number 9 because I
Okay.
think
I
this
didn't even
that
put
this is
number. Okay.
so
Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
important.
Go ahead.
Which African American laid the groundwork for Barack Obama to become president of the United States?
Come on, y'all.
I'm going to say this again. Which African American laid the groundwork for
Come on,
Barack Obama
y'all.
to become president of the United States?
Come on, y'all. Groundwork. Groundwork. I like Richard
He
Allen.
broke barriers because he was not afraid to step up to the forefront.
Yup. Yeah. Go ahead, Miss. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mommy is absolutely correct.
Yes,
So
you
let me
are.
tell you guys, Jesse Jackson's decision to run for president himself in 1984 and 1988 widely seen then as an act of symbolism and hubris. So basically, they thought that he was trying to start a race war, but he wasn't. Black leaders had been discussing for years what it would take to seriously compete for the highest office in the land. While others were afraid, Jesse was not and stepped up and he ran and won 5 Democratic primaries and caucuses on a very small budget and shocked the party establishment, which elevated Jackson's stature. He established himself as the leader of the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. He won 11 primaries and caucuses and finished as a runner-up to Democratic nominee Michael Dukakis.
Well, that was my cousin.
Thank
That's my
you.
cousin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, caller. How are you? Can you hear me, caller? Zachary. Yes. All right. You was answering the question while they were talking. What was your answer?
Richard Allen,
Uh-huh.
somebody did answer that.
Okay.
Y'all didn't see it.
I didn't see it. So I'm gonna go back and look at it. Yup, we gotta go back and see. We're gonna
Yeah,
tap
we're going to go back.
I promise. Yup. Thank you. You know that's my one of my admins. One of my admins. Okay,
Yeah.
so I need you to do since you back there, tally up and let me know how many and who got what. How about that? You can go ahead on and tally it up because I can't see everybody. So if you can see something, that was the only one. Okay, wonderful. All right then. Thank you. You my man. Thank you, Zach. Love you, man. Talk to you soon. All right, so we're gonna go ahead on and tally up. So of course, I'm just gonna be honest. My sissy. She had how many did she do? I think she did like three,
Yeah.
4.
We'll
Yeah,
go back through and tally them up, and then we'll list the winners on.
yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna list on what's in the bag, who won. We're gonna
Yes.
tally up, look at, see what's going on. I'm excited about this one. This was so wonderful. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna let y'all know we got some upcoming segments coming up. Really, it's an upcoming how can I call it? Uh, the open upcoming
So we are excited
yeah,
about so we're going to switch gears here for a moment.
yeah,
We are
yeah,
excited about a new show that will be coming out from WITB or What's in the Bag Productions,
yeah.
and it is called Be Open.
Be okay.
And Be Open is about just what it says. Be open.
Yes,
You
be
know, emptying out
open.
your bag, laying it all on the table,
Yes,
taking your clothes off and running through the streets, naked and not
yes,
ashamed. You will
all
put
that.
it all out there, and it
Yes,
is about addictions,
yes,
all types of addictions, from
yes,
codependency to
yes.
spending addiction to eating addiction to sex addiction,
Whatever
porn,
addiction you
any and
have,
all
it's
addictions.
all addictions. We're gonna show you this little clip right here.
Yeah,
Here we
we
go.
want to share this with you guys.
That God, He had a calling on me. He wouldn't allow certain things to go right because I was really fighting Him for control, which we all know you're not gonna win that fight.
Thank y'all so much for watching, y'all. Thank y'all for being part of What's in the Bag. Yes, now let me let y'all know if you want to be part of our What's in the Bag on Facebook. Come on in and join us on Facebook on What's in the Bag. We have a little, we just want people to comment, come in, post, so we'll know what's going on What's in the Bag. It's a little more intimate, but we asking everyone if they like to just come and comment, post. We got some good things. We got motivational Monday, talk about it Tuesday, wisdom Wednesday, throwdown Thursday, and Friday, which is fun Friday. Come on, y'all, and join. Let people know that we're out here. Share, comment. Also, we have it on YouTube. Subscribe, please. Come on and subscribe to YouTube. What's in the bag? 21. Do not separate it. Go on and look at all the videos. You might miss some
Like, share, and
content.
subscribe.
Yes, please like, share, subscribe. We looking forward to having some more contents on there for y'all. And if you would like to be part of What's in the Bag, let us know. You can DM us, let us know. Also call that number that was on the screen earlier. I'll put it back up there for you so you'll know if you want to come and be part of What's in the Bag. Then you can call us on that's 470-987-5408 if you would like to be part of What's in the Bag. We also are on Twitch. We're on Twitch. If you are a gamer or you know anything about Twitch, I know a little bit about it, but I know there's some people out there that wants to watch What's in the Bag 21. Come on and watch it on Twitch. And of course, if you want some laughters, I'm gonna let you know. You come and visit me on TikTok at Marvina Clay. I think I'm funny. You think I'm funny? I think I'm funny. You think I'm funny? Huh? You sitting there smiling. I'm asking you a question. Do you think I'm
If I'm
funny?
smiling, you
So,
already know.
well, thank y'all again for being a part of What's in the Bag Early Morning Coffee with Marvina. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Then let this be, let me just say this. Even if you don't always be a part of What's in the Bag, we just thank you for when you do. When you coming in, you peeking in, just saying
Yes.
hi. If you're not, you coming even after we're live, just come in and say hi. We just love to hear from you. And anything you have to say, my BFF.
Hey, everybody. I know it's a little blustery out there today, but God is still good all the time. Get out there today and just enjoy life. And as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day.
We love you. Thank you. Thanks for coming.